Now, scholars, we worked really hard in finding the topic sentences and working on our Making Text That Seem Very Complicated Simple planner. But why is it important to annotate while we read in the first place? We read and annotate so that we can answer questions about the text. Usually, when we read a text and when we're asked to in school or maybe on a test, it's usually not just to read. We often have to answer questions about what we've read. So it's important to draw out our planners, highlight our topic sentences, and think about the main idea as we read. We can use what we know from our annotations and our thinking to help us identify the difference between two types of questions: big idea questions and supporting detail questions, to help us find information we need to answer a question. So, scholars, today our main focus, after we've read and found our main idea, which we did, was that we will be able to differentiate or tell the difference between a big idea and supporting detail question. Scholars, we have a resource in our classrooms that can help us remember what the difference is between a big idea question and a supporting detail question. If you go under classwork, where we usually have our lessons, and scroll down to resources, you can click on this link that says big idea versus supporting detail questions, and that will bring up this resource. Is it a big idea question or a supporting detail question? Friends, big idea questions are questions that can be asked about any nonfiction text. That means that I could be reading Dirty Money, but I could also be reading all about pandas or any other topic, and these questions could apply to any of those texts, no matter what I'm reading. For example, it could be a question about the main idea or a summary, like what is the main idea of the text? It could be a question about the author's purpose, a question about the text structures. This could be a question about visual info and text features, like how does this image add to the information in the passage? A big idea question could also be asking about the author's claims or opinions. What does the author most likely believe in the text? Friends, do these types of big idea questions sound familiar? Tell me. Right, these are all included in our Making Text That Seem Very Complicated Simple planners. Miss Yabut didn't draw one today, but as good readers, remember we should always be drawing those and thinking about, is my question asking me a big idea question? A big idea question where I can find the answer in my Making Text That Seem Very Complicated Simple planners. Scholars, questions can also be supporting detail questions. Supporting detail questions ask specifically about evidence, facts, and inference from a specific text. That means that these questions can only be asked about the text that I am currently reading. These supporting detail questions could be asking to identify evidence, find facts, like saying, according to the text, how do bees help the environment? I won't be able to answer this type of question from the Dirty Money passage. I have to be reading a text about bees and the environment. A supporting detail question could also be making an inference. What conclusion can be drawn about what would happen if all the bees died? It can also be asking to define a word, a definition. Select the word that most closely matches the meaning of the word pollinate. Scholars, when I come across a supporting detail or SD question, because it's asking about the specific text I'm reading, I have to go back and find the section of the text where I'm going to find that answer. Sometimes I don't have to do that for a big idea question, since I can always look at my planner. Friends, let's check out number 1 and ask ourselves, is this a big idea or BI question or supporting detail question or SD? When we answer questions, and I'm scrolling down on that same resource, first, I need to mark up my question. Let's check out number 1. Ooh, friends, first of all, it looks like this is a multiple choice question. So make sure that you have your blank piece of paper and a pencil ready to work on our PO codes. I have my resource for answering questions. And if I need a reminder for my PO codes, they're on the bottom here as well. Let's read. Number 1. Which of the following is a step in getting rid of dirty money? First, I need to mark up my question. Is this question a BI question? It can be asked about any text, or a supporting detail question. It's asking about a specific text. Can you show me big idea or supporting detail? Scholars, if you showed me that this is a supporting detail or SD question, show me a yes. Good. This question can't be asked about any text, like a text about pandas or bees. This question has to be asked about the text that we just read, dirty money. So this is an SD question. When I mark up my questions, I need to highlight the inference that I'm trying to prove. In this case, I'm looking for a step in getting rid of dirty money. Since it's telling me to go back and find a step in getting rid of dirty money, and I know that's right in the text, I think that this is a finding facts question. I just have to go back in the text and look for the answers. So again, this is an SD question. Friends, if you need to, go ahead and pause your video and write 1 SD. Good. Now, let's use our PO codes to answer the question. A. The money is put in metal boxes and kept there for many years. That tells me what happens to the dirty money, but it doesn't sound like this is a step in getting rid of it. So I think that this is not relevant. This answer is answering a different question. B. People touch money with their greasy hands and write on the paper money. Again, this sounds like something that's happening to the money, but it's not telling me how to get rid of it or a step in getting rid of the dirty money. This is not relevant. It's answering a different question. C. People who work for the bank take dirty money to a place where it is burned. This is telling me what's happening to that dirty money. It's going to a place where it is burned, and we get rid of it that way. This sounds right, but remember, we need to check letter D. D. New clean money is printed because it is safer to pass clean money. I'm tempted to select this, but friends, notice how my question was asking about getting rid of dirty money. This answer choice is talking about clean money. So this is actually also not relevant and answering a different question. It looks like my correct answer is C. Which of the following is a step in getting rid of dirty money? People who work for the bank take dirty money to a place where it is burned. Let's go ahead and select that in our Google form. Can you remind me, was question 1, which of the following is a step in getting rid of dirty money, a big idea question about the whole text, or a supporting detail question about a specific text? Tell me. Yes, this was an SD question, supporting detail. So I'm going to select letter B. Which of the following is a step in getting rid of dirty money? We found that the correct answer was C. People who work for the bank take dirty money to a place where it is burned. Friends, go ahead and pause your video and write that down if you haven't already. Good. Let's move on to the next one.